Set that chat filter to all messages. All right, guys. So you watched Not Comfortable today. That one's got everything. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. I go to the village hall. Their FOIA stuff is not displayed. We're gonna wait for more people to come in. How you doing? We're just waiting for more people. By the way, it's snowing outside today. How you doing? Come on in, come on in. We're gonna talk about the last video, or the video posted today, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Gotta get home though. How you doing? All right. So I just had to drop off the kids from school. Today, I'm picking up one of the kids earlier because he's got a shoot downtown. Okay. What I mean by shoot is someone's paying him to create a short video for Instagram. That's what he does. He's like an Instagrammer. Short video, Instagram video, shoots and edits. That's what my son does. He's still in high school though. But if you're coming in, we're gonna talk about Not Comfortable, the video that dropped today. How you doing, Michael? Cool sunglasses. Yeah, these are just Costco sunglasses. But if you saw today's video, it is a crazy one. It's called Not Comfortable. So this is where I go to a village hall, and maybe I should explain what gives us the right to go to a village hall and ask for the FOIA documents that are supposed to be prominently displayed. So if you look up 5 ILCS 140/4, it basically says on the second sentence, first paragraph, second sentence, it says that we are to monitor the government, okay, so that they're doing things that we want them to do. So that empowers us to audit. Okay. So I had a comment today. Oh, you're just you don't have a job, so you're going out harassing people. No, guy. Your comment was very stupid, we're not there to harass people. I come in nice and calm. I look for the required documents to be posted, and then I also do a separate FOIA for something of interest to disseminate. What's up, W boys? While recording a video, because we have the rights to do that, so that you know, if crazy things like that happen, we have proof, so that they're doing things in our interest, not in or wrong or something like that. So they're not doing anything wrong. So we're there to monitor the government. So what happens in this video is they never heard of these documents that are supposed to be posted. They say that they're on the computer or on the internet. So, okay, I have my clipboard with me, with the code and the things that they're supposed to be prominently displayed. You know, made really easy to read, big letters. So I show it to her, and she's like, "Oh, you got to fill out a FOIA for that." And a lot of people think that that's what I need to do. Hey, Jenny. But actually, for that part, you don't need a FOIA. It's supposed to be prominently displayed. And if they're intentionally hiding it, or if they don't know that it's supposed to be displayed, that's actually a official misconduct right there. And then another thing is that if they call the police on me asking for something like this, that's another official misconduct, because now they're intentionally hiding the FOIA stuff. She said it's on the internet. All she has to do is print it out. That's all they got to do is print it out. So I posted in the comment. What ChatGPT thinks and which laws were broken when they called or when they didn't have their FOIAs, when they denied me FOIA, when they took my picture. Because when you're in there to go to FOIA, it's not supposed to be something you're supposed to be identified. And she took a picture to identify me for coming into FOIA, and because she felt uncomfortable because I had a camera, you could clearly hear her say that the camera's in my face, which she made it sound like to the lawyer like the camera's an inch away from her face, which is not. My camera can zoom 24x. I was like 10 feet away from her at all times, at least. So they called the police on me because they felt uncomfortable with the camera. But yet on the police call, I don't know if you see the part where I show the computer, it says, because I'm not satisfied with the FOIA documents or something like that. You're gonna have to check the video. But I wasn't even done with submitting FOIAs, because I had two things. I wanted I wanted to see the documents that are supposed to be prominently displayed, plus the other FOIA for the flock cameras. So I wasn't even done. And the lawyer's telling me that I am disrupting their business. How is asking for FOIA documents a disruption in recording the process? How is that a disruption? I don't understand. So since we have the right to monitor government to make sure they're doing things in our interest, that's 5 ILCS 140/4 if you read that. So I just got a message: you are in a limited public forum. I'm not sure what the rest of that message is because it just popped up. we have the right to record public officials in the course of their duty. Everybody I recorded was a public official. The police officer, the people working there. So, hi Brandon Mitchell. So, yeah, they called the police. The police said that there's some kind of a doorbell there. There is no such thing. I even showed that on video. There's no doorbells, there's no buzzers. So whoever said that was lying, because we showed it on video. And then he said I wasn't even supposed to come in. The door was wide open. You saw the post office person just walk right in, drop the mail off, and walk right out. What's the difference between me and the post office? Hi, Brandon. Yep. So you haven't seen Brandon for a while. Anyway, so that's how things can escalate real fast by them not having the training. Number one for FOIA, and number two for our First Amendment. And you saw it. I never got arrested. The police officer never said I did anything wrong, except for he accused me of walking in because the door was open, which is stupid. Which the door was open for everyone, as you saw. So I think that they're trying to make stuff up. Sorry, my window's getting fogged up. So they're trying to make stuff up so that they could kick me out, so they don't look bad, you know. And at the end, the lady didn't even want to look at my face. I don't even know why. That was it's just, the whole thing was pretty crazy. It wasn't like a shouting match or anything, because, you know, I don't shout, but it's just the way that they're acting is so unprofessional. And they only have 3 people working there according to the FOIA. Bro office don't care about anything that don't protect them. Yeah. Well, the official misconduct is a federal offense, and I could sue them personally for that, according to ChatGPT. So, yeah, I ChatGPT a lot of my stuff, and it said on the comments, you know that there are blah blah blah. Someone replied. Anyway, I'm gonna check your comments later on the video, because I see people commenting. If you could get around Q1. What does that mean, if you could get it around Q1, Brandon? I'm not sure. So that one was interesting. It's kind of like the one that happened before. Yeah, about 3 weeks earlier, and they took down my video. So that's a problem I'm working on, because now they're trying to hide evidence, and 5 ILCS 140/1 allows us to disseminate this information that we find that they're not displaying their FOIA, and the FOIA information we can disseminate because of that allows us to do it. So, qualified immunity, yeah. It seems like the official misconduct does not have qualified immunity. That's what I read, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So it's just a crazy video. It doesn't look too crazy. It doesn't look too crazy, but if a normal person came in and didn't ask for FOIA documents and didn't have a camera, nothing would happen. If I didn't have a camera and asked for FOIA, they would just probably tell me to go online and get it. If I didn't know that it's supposed to be prominently displayed. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting that we have to follow their laws, but when they don't follow our laws, it's such a big problem, and you know, they're the victim of their own law. So I don't get that. Right, we got like 3 inches of snow today, by the way. So, I mean, it almost makes it seem like they think that they don't work for us. They think that, it seems like they think that we're just shit, you know? As if we don't employ them. They forgot that all this stuff is for us. It's for the people. It's for our interest, not their interest. Because I've seen time over and over again where these cities and municipalities create laws for themselves and not for the interest of the people, kind of like the flock cameras. Is that really the interest of the people if they never told the people about it and they just voted it in? Is that really the interest of the people? I don't think so. That's why I'm so anti-flock, because they never tell anybody that they're putting these things in, this mass surveillance system in your own neighborhood. They never tell anybody. And then they never tell them the whole truth when they do announce it or have a meeting about it. And if you saw some stuff from Texas, they don't put the stuff on the agenda and vote it in, or change the agenda when there's too many people trying to attend the meetings. I'll read your comment in a second when I get stopped. So I heard about a police case, stole $100,000, bunch of Rolex and jewelry, and because no case that has been classified, police can't steal your money and property, and got QI. They keep track of all of us with license plate readers. Yeah. Like the guy from Winthrop Harbor. When I said, so they keep track of people, he's like, no, we don't keep track of people. I'm like, yeah, they keep track of people with their license plate. Because someone's registered to that license plate, and like 95% of the chance it's you. And then there's this thing called a hot list that they could put you on. And I'm waiting for that to see if I'm on a hot list in some of the cities here. Yeah, I agree with you, Randy. Monitored movement. That's one thing that's illegal, because the flock system is not just one camera like mine. The flock system is a system where all the cameras go into one database or one portal where they can follow you. They can see where you're going, where you're coming from, where you're going to. And that's supposed to have a warrant, but they're not supposed to be monitoring everybody without a warrant. So my point of view is the flock system is illegal based on our laws today. And I think they're letting it slip because there's a lot of investors. I forgot the company that's the parent to Flock, but they're doing really well. These communities are putting up like $50,000 to put these things in, and then another I don't know, 12 to 24,000 a year to monitor people and to have the access. And also these condo buildings, they have the same access as the police, I believe. As you saw in Riverwoods, they had the checkbox to open access to everyone outside of the state as well. Even though they checked on that it's going to be the city that's going to be monitoring for them not to ICE, so that ICE doesn't have access, and then so they don't monitor people going from state to state for an abortion or something like that. But they have that national lookup thing checked on, so I'm not sure how that works, or if they put filters on it or something like that. If someone knows, maybe you could comment below or on the video, because I'm pretty familiar with the computers and settings and all that stuff. And I mean, the way that they sent it to me looks like it's an illegal setup in Riverwoods. That's exactly what Mount Prospect got in trouble for, because police were tracking, or ICE was tracking, and police were tracking people going from state to state for abortions and illegal immigrants. The parent company is flourishing. It's a well-known company, Palantir, that's what it is. Palantir owns them. So you might be investing in that flock system, and you know that company's doing really well right now. Sorry, I gotta turn off my heaters. Seat heater, steering wheel heater, fancy schmancy stuff. Keep me warm. So I'm going to mention again, Palantir is a parent of Flock. And as a association or like Home Depot property owner, property owner management companies, you could get those same flock cameras. Also, Ring Doorbell sends their stuff to the flock database as well, from what I read. And I saw someone on the internet that if AI is monitoring the cameras for license plates, they could easily monitor it for people and everything else. By the way, it's like a blizzard right now. Hold on, let me stop and I'll show you how it looks outside. Freaking incredible. Hold on. Switch. I don't know if you can see that, but the snow's coming down pretty good. It said 6 inches, so I don't know. I'm gonna turn off my radio. Look at that. That's my favorite feature. You can turn off the screen so you don't know where I'm at. You probably know where I'm at. But yeah. I guess it looks nice today, but I gotta go downtown in like 2 hours. And I freaking hate going downtown. And this makes it even worse. I did not know that about Ring. Yep. This other needs to slow down. Why do I need to slow down? This is just another comment I got on the video. And by the way, if you guys are going to be leaving some stupid comments on my videos, like, oh, you shouldn't harass them or stuff like that, I'm just gonna ban you from commenting ever again. I'm not gonna take that shit. If you don't understand what the law is, I posted the law on the first comment. Asking for FOIA does not constitute a harassment. Bringing a camera in while asking for FOIA does not constitute a harassment. Not trying to be nosy or weird. What area are you in? You're in Kentucky? I'm in Chicago, just north side. Chicago. So a lot of the cities already know that they have to post this stuff. I guess the smaller ones, I actually never heard of this town. It's that small. There's 3 people that work there. But if they haven't heard of, First Amendment auditors or the First Amendment or even the law to put up your stuff, which all of them went to training. I asked her if she was certified. If she's a FOIA officer. You got to go to training and pass a test for that. But what I've seen in the past from experience is a lot of these cities, when you go for training for something and you need to pass a test, you need to pass that test. So they're going to give you the answers to it. So basically, you don't even have to study or even know what the hell you're doing. A lot of those people are village idiots. That's what I call them. Because they don't know shit. And this is from experience. I've worked 8 years in the city, and these people are just dumber than a brick. Yeah, most of these people are just dumb. It's like they got the job by friends and family. I'm not saying they did, but from what I've seen in the past, is people get their friends because of friends and family. I'm gonna put the camera up a little bit. And they're just there milking the system, trying to put the minimum in to milk the system and get really, really good insurance. They give you really nice insurance. You know why? Because you're paying for that. And their model is use it or lose it. I mean, that's their budget model. Is use it or lose it, by the way. And I know that because that's what my boss told me. You know, we have this much in the budget. We need you to go out and spend it. So that's why we need to monitor the government to see that they're working in our interest and not the use it or lose it interest, and not paying a ton of money for vendors that their friends own. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm gonna park real quick. Man, there's a fucking wall of snow that I have to get by. Hold on. See if I can find a better parking spot. This guy is working on the snow, so he's gonna go around. Find a different spot. Here's a spot. It's beeping because there's snow on my bumper. Alright, I'll read your stuff now. No, they just want them certified so it looks good on paper. Yeah, that's correct. Because they're required to be certified. So they give them the answers. So I know this from experience from the past where I used to work. I was one of those dumbasses. So I know exactly what they probably read or didn't read or don't know or do know. And a lot of them, man, they don't read anything. But yeah, so that's today's video. It's kind of a crazy one, in a calm way, I guess. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe. This one's gonna be a little bit shorter because I gotta go downtown and I fucking hate it. It's to film something. So all right, Randy, you guys have a nice day and drive safe if it's snowing where you're at. I might come on later. So anyway, if you haven't seen the video, take a look at it. Read the first comment, which is the one I pinned, and tell me if I'm right or wrong. It's actually not me, it's ChatGPT. So, or if there's anything else you could spot. All right, have a nice day. Bye.